Okay, we are live. A little bit different today. This is the Scythe League, but I'm streaming my own game. So I'm going to be covering the combat cards, covering the objectives, and blacking out the game when we go to combat. So going to make for a little bit different experience. I'm still going to be talking strategy and what my thought process is. And I'm going to be trusting my fellow competitors not to stream snipe. So we got 3 players in the room right here, and we're just waiting on a 4th. None right here, or Noodles on Discord, is a very good player. He was a finalist at the last tournament. Haju, I think, won the consolation bracket. And the player we're waiting on is a very good player as well. I can't remember where he finished in the last tournament. And that's VMer. Let's check in. And he says he'll be here in about 2 minutes. So one of the things that I need to think about in this game that I usually forget to think about is turn order. Which faction goes first and which faction goes last, and how that should affect the bidding. Hold on just a second. Thought I might have my list of how much of each type combat cards there are in the game. Oh, VMer's in the room. Let's go. All right, we got Polania Innovative, Rusviet Patriotic, Nordic Agricultural, and Albion Engineering. So let's go ahead and look at the tier list real quick. Polania Innovative is an S tier combination. Rusviet Patriotic is A. Nordic Agricultural ranks in as C, and Albion Engineering is way down in D tier. So it's to me, and I definitely want Polania Innovative for 2 at this point. I think it's better than Rusviet, and I'd rather have it in this game. These are some very good players in this game. Do my best here. Be very happy to pull out a victory, but in competition like this, you figure your chances around 25% or better. Turn order is the same as providing by the bid app. Oh, that's a good good to know. It means Innovative is going last. Still want Polania Innovative over Rusviet though, personally. So I got to think about Nordic Agricultural for a minute. Rusviet's not going to interfere with them, but they're sandwiched in between Albion and Rusviet. Polania's got the whole bottom half of the board to work with. I want Polania. I know I'm a sucker for Polania. Innovative's so good though. It's my favorite combination in the game, and this is a Scythe League, casual. All about having fun. None is good on Rusviet Patriotic though. I've played against him with that combination before and he wrecked. So something to keep a lookout for, definitely. So Polania, what encounters are going to be available to them? They're probably not going to get Albions, but they can use the Gawas, none of Rusviets, none of Nordics. Probably go to Saxony's, their own, one outside Crimea's base. And that's, I mean, that's what, 5 total encounters? That's pretty good. Innovative doesn't really need that many, to be honest. Still want Polania innovative at these numbers. Back to me. 14. Starting to get a little bit high. I don't really want to play with Rusviet engineering. And if I can avoid it at all, I'm not going to be on Nordic agricultural. I'm just not. Rusviet Patriotic's unlikely to be in tier 2, and they're just going to bump back my workers. I mean, I could train for metal to start, move out to the East Village, deploy a mech there, and start producing to get to more workers. I mean, it's completely plausible to carve out a farm for yourself. It's not absolutely horrible. Go Polania one more bid. Not sure I'm going to go any higher after that. Doesn't even hesitate. Nordic agricultural is one of those combinations that thrives on mechless. But you can't play mechless against good players. Pickled sausage, is there any faction that really prefers engineering mat over another? Rusviet engineering is really good. I'd say Rusviet engineering is better than some combinations. And I'd rather be Crimea engineering than Crimea agricultural. So Sax engineering. You like Sax engineering better than Sax agricultural. You're probably right. This is hard, right? I mean, Rusviet's so high, you really just have to beat Rusviet in a straight up game. Nordic and Albion are starting to look good. I gotta be honest. Probably confining Polania to a tier 2 strategy. Does none go engineering here? No, he wants Nordic agricultural over Albion engineering. This bidding's gonna end soon though. I have had games where I won by like 40 points with Polania Innovative, but things have to just really go your way and you have to get into tier 3 to pull that off, I think. Gee whiz. Not gonna let me have a good deal on this. So one big question mark with Polania Innovative is how fast Saxony Engineering is going to get. combat cards and some power. And the answer is they're not going to have a lot of power. It's going to be a source of pretty easy combats. Polania could finish the game very quickly. I don't want to be Rusviet Patriotic in this game against Polania Innovative, not for that bid. Oh. But how are you going to finish the game? Let's see what happens here. Really hate Nordic Agricultural. I don't want to play him. I just feel like that Polania Innovative is getting kind of expensive. Relying on a lot of luck. Here's where I wish I knew what Axel's move sequence with Albion Engineering was. I mean, Albion's just going to be a target for Polania Innovative, right? Because Polania Innovative, Toast Killer, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. Polania Innovative is going to be low power, but so is Albion Engineering. Albion doesn't start anywhere close to wood. And bolster is over build, so the chance that Albion Engineering has a lot of power to work with is pretty low. Especially after they've produced a few times. But I just hate 20 plus bids. I'll go Nordic Ag for 4. And then I'm just not sure I can go any higher. Hey, Symphonous. Rusviet Patriotic at the same level as Polania Innovative now. I don't know about that. Don't know about that at all. All right. These are the bids. Get them on the screen. I am Nordic Agricultural. Nordic Agricultural, not agriculture. It's hard to remember. Give me just a minute. All right. So we've got VMR on Albion. I'm on Nordic. None is on Rusviet, and Paju's on Polania. Let's close this bidding app here and bring back our Scythe window. Ready up. Don't hate our position bidding. We're probably looking at a stall game, honestly, and we've got to get kind of lucky with some encounters. I'm going to black out the Scythe window for a second so it doesn't show my objectives. So forgive me, guys. For those of you just joining us, we've got Polania Innovative, which is not what I meant to do. S tier. We've got Rusviet Patriotic, which is A tier. We have Albion Engineering, which is D tier, and Nordic Agricultural, which is C tier. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off trading for some oil. I'm pinned in between these two guys, right? So my goal is to get out of this base. I'm going to move to this oil, start to bring my character out, get an upgrade. Polania is probably going to trade for 2 metal here. Or, no, Polania moves first with Innovative. Unless he's got something else cooked up. Not so far. We're going to upgrade the move and the deploy. Going to produce next turn and then drop a worker down here. The goal is to get out on the board. Hopefully we get something like food out of the enlist or out of the encounter or an enlist. And we go from there. Who ended up on Rusviet? None ended up on Rusviet. I'm not excited about that. His Rusviet Patriotic game is really strong. He just has to beat me by 16. Starting here gives us the ability to spread down into this territory, which will be useful. Albion going for a very early enlist. We'd like to see that. That decreases the chance Polania is going to bully them for an early finish. Hey Pfeiffer, I appreciate that. I've been honestly needing to create a welcome video for the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel for a long time, and I'd just been putting it off, so finally was able to get around to it. Thankfully, Innovative does not need an incredible encounter to get off the peninsula, so that food is pretty nice. Anticipate we're going to see the $2 and 1 pop, the other option there, so a net gain of 1 popularity and 4 food. Early enlist for Polania, very nice. Going to work well for them, I think. He's thinking about the structure though. Oh, he is going to take the structure. Oh, I don't love that. That speeds up. Means he's probably going for this encounter first and taking a mine, right? He's unlikely to take a monument, because he's not going to bolster much. A mill on the village just kind of messes up the numbers. And unless he's planning to upgrade a lot, we're not going to see an armory. So it's the armory or the mine, and he's thinking about it. Polania going to have a hard time in this game being into tier 2 in all likelihood now. There's the mine. He would have loved to see an upgrade that time, but he didn't get it. Probably going to see the deploy enlist right here early out of him, which is really going to help him, considering he pulled that enlist before Albion or Rusviet got a single mech out on the board. Oh, he got the gold right here, the 2 pop for 1 upgrade and 2 resources. With the 0 bid, he doesn't need tier 2 in this game, right? I mean, that's it. Unless you're really looking to deter Polania and you want to go for that power and 2 combat cards. But it's hard to pass up. Unless you're planning on going to 8 workers and continuing to produce, it is hard to pass up that upgrade and 2 resources. You can get a move upgrade. And what bottom row action would you go for here? Maybe enlist? Got a lot of options available to you. Upgrade itself. Yeah. Watch out for Albion engineering. Yeah. There it is. A lot of upgrades coming out of Albion engineering pretty soon. See what we get out of this encounter. Oh, we got some food. Okay. So we could take the 2 food and 1 pop. And that puts us close to a tier 2 strategy. And we're going to take an upgrade on the enlist, so we get 1 enlist out of this. Okay. Or we could go here, give up the pop and $2 for an extra food. But the benefit was that we get a worker right here. And we get extra metal because we're going to produce 1, 2, 3 times on this spot. So that's 3 extra resources. So it's giving up essentially $2 and 1 pop for 3 resources. I mean, this is the trajectory of the game right here. Get them back. Polania going to trade for some metal here in all likelihood. Good news is it looks like we're going to get a mech on this spot before anybody gives us any real trouble. Yeah, there's some strong combinations came in, no doubt. Polania going to go with the speed mech here. They could have bumped our workers, but that would essentially wreck their game as well as ours. No reason to do that. See the first mech? Was that rally? Was rally. So let's trade metal. Let's get another food. Let's put let's seaworthy in case we're attacked so we don't get sent home. I got seaworthy, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I might be going crazy there for a minute. It's River Walk out of Rusviet. Probably going to go for the deploy enlist and pick up some combat cards this turn. So Polania going for a second mech, which is a little bit of an interesting choice considering they already built a mine. Let's enlist. Don't hate our position so far. I say that, we're last. Although, with these bids, we're doing just fine behind Albion. That's about all. We also have a shot at tier 2, which Albion really does not. Two resources for Rusviet, which is amazing. That's another upgrade, essentially. They choose to go for oil. But they're not. They're going to take some metal. Which, I mean, makes sense. They only left one worker on that metal spot. There's the produce out of Polania, and they're going to go to 2 max. Probably go to the factory next turn. Albion going to grab that second encounter. Gonna keep upgrading. So far. Oh, and another upgrade, but they can't pay for it. Thank goodness for the rest of us. All right, we can't really do much here except produce. Hey Raul, thank you so much for the sub. Okay, we're just gonna take 1 worker so we don't have to spend a pop the next time we produce. Trailing Albion. Doing just fine otherwise. See if he fortifies the factory. We need to pick up one more popularity, which means we got to either trade for pop at some point, which we could do. Could get our enlist here. Does choose to fortify the factory. With that second move. Not moving the mech to a lake, which is a popular choice, just to have a lot of ability to move around. See what's in there and what Polania manages to pull. Could see an enlist factory card here. Popularity factory card is possible. Sitting at only 1. So what are we gonna do? Are we gonna go for the mech? I think we go enlist, right? Rusviet just has 1 out. Albion has 1 out. Be swimming in combat cards. Ooh. Pop in a building. Polania gonna choose to go for buildings this game. Wonder if that means that there's nothing much in there that's any good. Another upgrade. How many upgrades does Albion have left? Just 2. Need the combat cards, I think. Polania can move next turn, probably not going to mess with us. Rusviet though. Albion absolutely wrecking so far. Sitting on 8 power too with that engineering mat is really nice. Only 2 combat cards though. Polania should consider maybe putting a mill on that farm territory. That's what they do. I'm gonna go for an encounter, maybe this one. $4 mech, you can't afford that with a bid of 21, can you? Can't do number 3. It's just number 1. Not a great encounter for Polania. So far this game not going Polania's way. This game lasts long. That goes to Rusviet's favor more and more. Rusviet and Albion. Oh, just with a gain action out of Albion. Not a bad idea. That's 2 coins. What mechs do we have? Submerge speed. Polania can just hit us with 1 unit. Only at 4 power. That's a max of 9. Can beat them easily. We don't have to worry about this spot getting attacked that much. Let's go ahead and get out our worker star. Just in case Rusviet has ideas about hitting me right there, I'll already have all my workers, not have to move back to a village. Doing just fine. 8 behind Albion. But our game's going to accelerate once we start spreading out. And we're doing really well on food. Going to trade for 2 more food the next turn and build a mech. Going to let us bolster into another enlist. So we're looking at probably getting the power star. We want to go for it. Whose turn is it now? Polania, they've got some thinking to do. Double move is available to them. Yeah, if you were going to pick on Albion as Polania, 10 power Albion engineering is not what you expected. Anybody know how he got there? How has he picked up 7 power? That upgrade enlist, isn't it? But that would have just kept him even. Guess my upgrades probably helped too. I'm guessing he went for that first. So we trade for 2 food. We make a mech. We get our speed mech. Oh, this is more like it. You can get 5 what? 2 and 3, right? You gotta take 2 and 3. I mean, you give up $2, but that's power, that's pop. You just pay a net of 1 pop to get 5 resources. Gives you another enlist. That's beautiful. Unless you think that you got to get into tier 2 now. That puts you at 6 popularity, but no, he's going to go for the resources and keep rushing this game. I'm glad now, at this point, I'm glad I took the worker and the 3 food. Paid off in a big way. Another upgrade out of Albion, probably. And they go to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 workers. Does Polania have their double move available? The answer is no. And they just have the merge and speed still. So they can't hit me with multiple units here. So I'm gonna put my other mech right here, I think. Rusviet making some moves. They cannot invade us, obviously, up here. Not really worried about them. Unless they want our village. And they have no more pop, so... Well, they just got some pop off of that, that encounter, right? They can produce one more time. Albion engineering. Way ahead of us right now. VM are playing extraordinarily. Also getting good encounters. What's his path to 6 stars though? Obviously going with the upgrade star. Pretty soon here. Would have been nice if Polania had been willing to bump these workers. There's Burrow. No one's building next to us. Might as well go with this. So do we set up our last enlist or go with another mech? And I think the answer is we set up our last enlist. Now we get us to 3 stars. And then we start moving around. Actually, maybe we should move now. How many encounters are left? Just, oh, and he has Foundations of the Empire. RNG is with Albion today. God. Albion Engineering absolutely wrecking it. We gotta start moving, guys. Hey, Dragon. How's it going, man? All right, we gotta move. See if we can lock down that encounter a little bit. So ticket to tier 2 right here. This is tempting as well. I'd have to trade to get 2 resources to use that, and it just cost me 2 resources to do that anyway. Yeah, we're doing now. Still significantly behind Albion. Here comes Rusviet to bump our village worker, probably. The other one was get rich or cry trying. All right, let's think about this. How much do we want the power star? Enlist, combat, combat. He's bluffing here. He's bluffing. But the problem is, if I call his bluff, can't get the power star. Which means I have to get the max star. He's just got 4 cards. Is he really going to use 2 of them? I'm not that worried about Rusviet right now. He's got a big bid to overcome. I'm not saying he can't do it. Especially with an encounter like that. He's at 0 pop though. Oh, my bad. I'll tell you what he went with. Oh, 3 stars. Maybe I should have called that bluff. He's up 9, only needs 20. So how do I get to tier 2, guys? I was really hoping to get that encounter. Guess I can use my factory card twice. This could be good. Slow down Rusviet. I'm Nordic agricultural. Right now, I'm tied with Rusviet and losing to Albion. Got some really good players in this game. Oh, that is cruel. That is cruel. Call an all-out bluff, but let's get Riverwalk. And the next turn, if no one else does, we can take this encounter. And that gets us to tier 2. Yeah, Polania was right. I wasn't willing. You know what? Polania may be going right there for that. We could commit ourselves to tier 1. Take a bunch of resources. Polania is still sitting on 7 power though. Probably good cards. This game is really Albion's right now. Unless we can get some serious spread. We've got 2 workers at home, but a mech to spread them with. Yep, here comes this character to this mountain. I'm one game into Rise of Fenris, Ian. No, he's gonna fortify. All right, our hopes of tier 2 are revived. No, he can go that way. He has Riverwalk. Dang it. Fine, we just go take his resources. We can't get tier 2 now anyway without 2 factory card uses. We win that fight though. We gotta focus on slowing down Albion somehow. Got a lot of points wrapped up in coin right now. Sword. Polania is really protecting Albion, which is unfortunate. An encounter over there. Here goes nothing, guys. We had to take a chance. right? Yeah, Polania has gotten a lot of combats. They're at 5 combats. Polania doing alright, nowhere near making their bid though. So they're only 2 behind us. Rusviet, what, 8 behind us? Got some points wrapped up in the factory though. No bottom row action for Polania, just spread. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how Albion loses. It's just going to be a death march toward the factory for them. Not death march, the opposite of a death march. Looking like it's inevitable. Unless, I mean, we're going to get to tier 2 and we're going to spread out. We've got several stars yet pretty soon. But right now, I mean, tier 2 is just going to give us 8 coins. So he didn't move that there. If he had moved a worker, then the next time he moved, he could have brought the worker and hit with 3 units. Right now, he can just hit me with 1 unit, so I can pick up 3 territories here, 6 coins, and get a star, which is 3 coins. Yeah, my stream should be going all right. Polania doesn't move there. We have to attack them again. That could be a game changer for us to pull those resources. It would have been a game changer if we got them last time too, but Polania probably going to move them somewhere we can't get to them. Where would that be though? Yeah, he's got sword. That wasn't the best move on my part. He's right. We're looking at what, second probably? The 4th building for Polania. No objective yet for Polania. Are you kidding me? Polania ends for second. All right, well, we pulled third. Oh, well. Yeah, Polania has more units. They've got, well, let's see here. Yeah, they've got 4 buildings and 2 mechs. That's 6. Characters and the workers are awash. We have 3 mechs. That's 3. So, yeah. 8 plus 4 is 12. 13, 14, 15. Characters 16. We've got 8. 9, 10, 11. Oh, well. Wrecking ball performance by Albion. No, no one was going to end. Not a fan. Oh, well, it is what it is. Good game, guys. Thanks for watching. We, wow, 1 coin away from second place there. Lost the tiebreaker on units, so we pulled third, but that's okay. Yeah, congrats to VMer. Albion wrecked, ran a nice economy game, and absolutely no one policed him. And, I mean, I didn't because I was looking at tier 2. But, didn't get a 5 that whole game. That was rough. I have another game coming up at 3 o'clock, so I'll be streaming that too. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching.